All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today has been a crazy interesting today, but there are some updates for the federal tax credit, the 7,500 federal tax credit for all EVs. But I know we're only caring about Model 3 and Model Y here. So we'll talk about, and I'm going to give you the three things that you need to know, that you need to be aware about if you are taking delivery of one, or if you've got an estimated delivery date pushed in the near future, so we can figure out what the heck is going on. But before we get into any of that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get the access to my best buying guide to get the best financing rates to buy your Tesla. And thank you to my latest Patreon members. We got Prajeeth, Hugo, Jason, Jamal, Ouch Colonel, Rajdeep, and Kuwait. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. If you want to support and get the best buying guide with the best credit union rates and financing rates, definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right, so let us take a look at this. If you're not aware of what the heck is going on, the IRS and Treasury were due to announce to make some sort of announcement on the updated federal tax rate, the 7,500 federal tax credit, and they kind of just delayed it today. They talked about it, I guess, a little bit. They released some information, but it looks like we're going to get extended. So right now it says on the Model 3, it says 7,500 tax rate is anticipated to be reduced for the Model 3 on April 18th, and that's specifically only the Model 3 standard range. And so there was a lot of news updated today. There was a lot of people tweeting about this, and really it's just the Model 3 standard range. And so it looks like we've got like a temporary, a little bit of a pause. So I know a lot of you out there are purchasing a Model 3 long range, or really actually most of you are probably interested in the Model Y long range, performance, and even standard range. And so what's going on right now is basically there's just some sort of further discussion that the IRS, Treasury, and all this have to basically confirm on, and that's why it's getting pushed all the way till April 18th. So right now, if you buy a vehicle, if you get in at the moment, you are pretty much good all the way until April 18th, when some more information is supposed to be actually released. And so if we take a look at this, what's going on is that the automotive companies and the manufacturers have to basically tell the IRS which vehicles will actually qualify based upon the critical mineral and the battery components as of April 18th. So this is an article from Tesla North, so shout out to them. And it looks like they quoted a CEO, John Bozella of the Alliance for Automotive Innovation, and basically talks about how all these companies have to get together, talk to the automotive company, or talk to the IRS and Treasury to release a better guideline. And so this is the second thing that you actually need to know. If you go to this website, and all these links for all these different things are going to be down below in the description. If you go to this website, fueleconomy.gov, that is the actual website where you can check for a live resource to figure out whether your vehicle, what your EV electric vehicle that you're buying, specifically Tesla, will actually qualify or not. So if you see here, I just sorted it down to Tesla. You can see right now, as of today, all Model 3s and all Model Ys qualify for this federal 7,500 federal tax credit. Of course, this might change on April 17th or 18th, or it could be a moving target, but most likely it will change after April 18th once they announce some more guidelines on this. And on top of that, there's this really good fact sheet from the IRS that goes into a lot of different situations. It's 13 pages long that goes into a lot of it. And this third thing you really need to be aware about, of course, is kind of the same thing as before. It's really just the income limit. So not everybody can qualify for this 7,500 federal tax credit for buying an EV. And on top of that, not every single person can actually reap the full 7,500 federal tax credit benefit from it. So basically the sweet spot threshold that we always talk about a lot on this is about $70,000 to $80,000 as a single person. Of course, I'm just a guy on YouTube, so don't quote me. Definitely always talk to your CPA, your certified accountant, before even really doing anything to really triple confirm. But you can see right here, if we are a single person with a $75,000 income level, you pay about $92,000 or $9,200 in federal taxes throughout the year. If we switch it to married, I want to say this, you're going to pay about that level. Like, okay, so yeah, $150,000. You're already paying well above the 7,500 federal tax limit there. So of course, things change as you have kids, as you contribute to 401k, IRAs, HSAs, all that different stuff. So just be aware of that. But right here on the website, you can see that it has a income level in area. But of course, if you're still confused, just talk to a CPA accountant at the end of the day. And of course, this was all kind of laid out in this statement from the Treasury. There is a huge area here where it talks about a bunch of different things that they've announced. And basically, they have to get together. They have to wait for the automotive companies to submit some sort of qualification on which vehicles actually qualify. And so that's why this resource, this website, fueleconomy.gov, is the best place to look live to make sure that your vehicle, your electric vehicle that you're purchasing, or even the Tesla vehicle that you're purchasing, will qualify or not. So it seems like, there's of course stricter EV tax credit rules taking into effect, but we've known this in the past. It's basically $3,750 and $3,750, which totals up to $7,500, and that is basically what is going on right now with the EV tax credit. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I know this is I guess good news, right? Because we definitely thought, I certainly thought that the EV tax credit was going to go away for the Model 3 standard range by the 31st or even today. But it seems like now that both vehicles are getting some sort of an extension, and maybe the Model Y might not lose any bit of the tax credit at the end of the day, which would be nice, because there's certainly a good amount of inventory floating in the ecosphere for Tesla. We've got 276 Model 3s available for sale, a lot of them with discounts. Are any of them long range? No. So most of them are the rear wheel drive standard range and also the performance. And jumping over to the Model Y side, we've got 236 or 237 Model Ys available for sale. And yesterday we saw a lot of demo discounted Tesla Model Ys. It seems like a lot of them got sold yesterday. They were actually good deals, but there still is 72 vehicles that are brand new in demo status that you could potentially get some sort of discount on. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Those are like the top 3 things that you need to know about what's going on with the federal tax credit. It seems like basically at the end of the day, we've got a little bit of a temporary delay till April 18th. So if you're buying one, if you got a estimated delivery date in the next couple of weeks, you should be absolutely fine. And if your estimated delivery date got pushed to next month or even a few months from now, try some of the EDD, estimated delivery date hacks on the channel that we always recommend, whether it's changing your rims or switching to even performance or even switching to one of these vehicles that are around you. Definitely try some of those EDD hacks. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal with the best financing rate. Even they're all better than Tesla's financing, 5.59%. Some is even as low as 2.5 to 2.99. So definitely check out if you're interested. Link down below in the description.